First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here on Monday night. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First play, and McCarthy to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Vikings will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Let's go. They'll stick with him again. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Here's Young. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns?
To the goal line and in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. That his 16th touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the Vikings will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
A pickup of 15 in the air. That's good for a Giants first down. Up the middle they go. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. A 2nd down throw for Young. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Hey. Alert! Alert! 70 Timberwolves! 79 Broncos!
Young. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Now Young. That's going to be caught. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Give up the middle, and he nearly got free, but as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground, and he will have a Giants first down. They wind up gaining 8 on 3rd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action with Young. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Vikings with the edge. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment. To throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. Well, they just try a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with a big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
His drive will start on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give on the ground. A big hole. He's inside the 35. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants draw closer here. It's 21-14. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. He's going to air this one out. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Young. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Set. Go.
They'll go. Young. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 17. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll send him over to the left. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Play action now. It's McCarthy. What a throw. Touchdown, Minnesota. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Giants 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On play action, Young. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Jefferson. Second and 7. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
To the air once more is McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Set.
Here's Young to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60. Get up.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Shot alert. Shot alert. Set go.
They'll go play action with Young. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Just seems like the quarterback and the wide receiver just aren't quite on the same page. That's a throw we've seen them make time and time again throughout the year, and on this one, just a little bit off.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 79 Bronco. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this 2nd half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A quick toss into the hands of Addison. And the Vikings are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force it?
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. So that's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. No problem there on the extra point, and the Vikings will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Come on, set.
It's first down, and they'll run. That one on the former number 7 overall pick back in 2022, Evan Neal.
Set up.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13.
Smash, smash. Hey, hey, check that, go.
And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Check smash. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk, going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on down.
Let's go now. 60 back. Let's go.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 27-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion.
19 tight.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Here's a 2nd and 9.
19 Tiger. Ready. Big.
Tight end going in motion here.
70 ring. Panther 11.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Vikings tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed. Like, the opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all three downs.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half. Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And that one incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. It's second down. To throw, it's McCarthy. He's going to tuck it and go. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he will score again. Touchdown, Vikings. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Vikings add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. To the ground, a 1st down run. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Man in motion, heading left. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. 19 type. 19 type. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The PAT up and good. And the Vikings stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Jarrian Jones.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Break. Trap 60. Trap 60. Tag. 19 Lion. Dragon 60.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
Go.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Throwing right, it's taken in. And the Vikings have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
70 Timberwolf.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16. 1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 Raptors. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Come 19. Come 19. Take over.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal.
18, Pioneer. Here we go, here we go.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. The extra point is good. And the Vikings will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll try the right side this time. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Young. He'll check this down to the running back. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. They'll go. Young. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Giants will get just a bit closer. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready? 60 back. Mustang 19.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Going for it all. That's caught. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory, past midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
Half the 60, 70 Rangers, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 Tiger, now Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Now McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Addison. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
First down, Minnesota.
Come on, set. Trap 60, trap 60. And up.
Here's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
18 back, ready.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Giants will take over here just past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Set. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Here's Young. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
Come 19. 18, Pioneer. Hut, hut.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have a Giants first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Unlock line. Here we go, set.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now.
Ready. Let's go. Hurt.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
From the gun, it's Young. Going up top. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it is a